Hey guys, it's EJ. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm here to do another journal spread with you, so let's go. Alright, right now I'm using a clean stamp to emboss into my background. So I'm going to use that stamp and go all the way from the top to the bottom, sprinkling embossing powder over it and embossing it with the heat gun. Okay, so I noticed that the stamp wasn't going down the way I wanted to. The ink was absorbing really quickly and it wasn't as juicy as I wanted. So here I'm just re-inking this embossing ink pad with some of the Diamond Illusion re-inker so that I can get that crisp, juicy image when I stamp my image down. So now I'm going to put some ink on the background. I chose 3 different colors in the same family. And like I've said before, I don't spray the ink onto the background. Now sometimes I'll spray for accents, but normally when I'm doing a background, I try to just paint it on. So here I'm just pouring out the colors that I'm going to use, and I use plastic wrap to give the ink some texture as it dries. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so now that the background is dry, I kind of know where I want to go with this page as far as the imagery. So I traced the circle onto another piece of cardstock, and so I'm laying it onto my background to trace it because I know that I'm going to cut that part out. So I'm going to make sure I'm using 2 pages behind that initial page, and I'm going to cut that circle out using my X-Acto knife. Okay, so now I want to fill that window with a metal mesh that I found on Amazon. This metal mesh has larger holes than the ones that I've used before. So I'm just laying it onto the background to make sure it fits into the space. And I'm using wire cutters to make sure that it's no larger than what I need. You can use scissors with this metal mesh, but I've noticed that it kind of wears really hard on your scissors, so I just use metal cutters. So here I'm making marks with my pencil around the inside of the page, around the circle. I've been really inspired lately by slow stitching. I've been looking at pieces on YouTube, on Pinterest, and I said, I want to kind of incorporate slow stitching into my art journal page. Now, this is not a good example of slow stitching, but I wanted to add thread some kind of way. So I've made marks equal distance apart from each other around the circle so I know where to puncture with my needle. So I'm just going to go in with a black thread and loop it through the circle and make stitches all the way around the entire circle. Okay, this thread did get on my nerves. It kept tangling up and twisting and things like that. I think I cut the string too long, but I wanted to make sure I didn't run out by the time I got to the other side of the circle. So I would do this again, and I know as I do it more, I'll become better at it, but I actually like the way it looks, but it was a pain in the butt. Okay, so now that I'm done using the thread, I decided I wanted to add a little more texture to the background, so I always resort to using splatters. So I'm going to get some of that funky fuchsia shimmer ink and pour it on my table and kind of splatter it on my background. So now it's time to add the metal mesh in between the pages to form my window. So I'm just going to use a little bit of double-sided tape, coming as close to the edge of the circle without going over, and then apply my metal mesh onto it so it sticks, and close the page. So I decided I wanted to add a little more visual interest to the spaces around that eye. So I found these stickers that I had. They're like acrylic dots or something, and they're really glossy, and they have sprinkles and glitter inside of it. So I thought that would be really cool. So I'm just adding some mixed media adhesive to the back of them and applying them to that metal mesh all around that image. Okay, I felt like this page needed a border. So here I'm using my acrylic journaling block and I'm using a pencil to apply a border to the page. I didn't want to fill that line in that I'm making with my pencil completely, so I decided to use a thicker black Posca paint pen to make dash marks on that line. And then I'm going to take some shimmer ink. I think it was a teal color or a turquoise color, and I'm going to paint that border in with that ink. Okay, so let's apply our quote to the background. I'm using my pencil first because I want to make sure the words go exactly where I want them before I write over them with a paint pen. I'm using those stamps that I did in the beginning as journaling lines. I'm going in between those spaces, so I'm trying to make my letters as big as those spaces so it mimics the shape of those spaces. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trace over my pencil mark with black Posca, and then I'll color in the empty spaces using a shimmer ink. So I decided I wanted to bring some more emphasis to the flower image. So I decided to take my Stabilo All pencil and go around the edges of the petals and the stem to kind of make it stand out some more. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm using a very small brush to kind of move that Stabilo just a little bit. This page did not come out like I saw it in my head, but I decided to keep going on with it anyway, because in the past I would be doing a page and didn't like what I was doing and I would give up on the page. But I've grown tired of that, listening to that voice in your head that tells you, oh, this isn't good enough. So I decided to just keep going, and I end up liking the end result. So I hope you guys liked it too, and I hope to see you guys again.